All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we have good news and bad news. And the good news is that Floyd Mayweather, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe, who still works closely with Gervonta Davis, has confirmed that Gervonta Davis does intend to fight three people that people are very anxious to see him fight, but at the same time drops a little reality on people. And we are going to explain that reality in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where Gervonta Tank Davis is out of his situation that he had in Baltimore, where he was indisposed since his last fight with Ryan Garcia. And ever since then, people have been asking, what is Gervonta Tank Davis going to do next? Who is he going to fight? And to that end, Sean Vitale of Fight Hype interviewed Leonard Ellerbe, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, and got his input on what Gervonta Davis will do next and what he will be doing as far as the big fights, or at least when I say big fights in this context, because this is important, the named opponents that people want to see beat him. Because I'm telling you, that's what they mean when they say, I want to see you fight this guy. They mean they want these guys to beat him. But we will address that. But before I get into that, let me welcome you back to this channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, so let's get into this. First, I was tongue-in-cheek about everybody just wanting the guys to fight Gervonta to beat him, being tongue-in-cheek about that. There are a lot of really good fights out there that people want to see, and I want to see as well, right? I want to see Gervonta Davis fight Shakur Stevenson. I want to see Gervonta Davis fight Teofimo Lopez. I want to see Gervonta Davis fight Devin Haney. I want to see Gervonta Davis fight Gary Antoine Russell. There's a lot of fights that I want to see, that I really do want to see in boxing, right? Sad thing is, though, that you know how it goes. As soon as somebody loses a fight, then all of a sudden they're no good and you get thrown in a trash can. So by boxing fans, so people are a little hesitant to throw themselves out there, right? Thinking that it may end their career. However, Gervonta Tank Davis is in a situation where everybody wants every one of their fighters to fight him. So Sean Vitale asked Leonard Ellerbe, is it true? When do we expect to see Gervonta Davis back in the ring? Do you think that Gervonta Davis will be back in the ring this year? And Leonard Ellerbe is not giving any answers. He said, that's a very good question that I can't answer. Very honest, and that's one of the things that I like about Leonard Ellerbe. He's very, very straightforward. He's very, very honest. He doesn't play a lot of games. He's not into telling you what you want to hear just because it sounds good. I can appreciate that. So to many people, what he says is not going to sound good, but at the same time, it's very, very real when you want to talk about what do you expect to see happening. So as far as will Gervonta Davis fight this year, the answer is, that's a good question. I can't tell you. I can tell you that Gervonta Davis wants to fight this year, that he's back in the gym, and that more than likely he's going to fight in the December timeframe or the January timeframe. Gervonta Davis has said in the past and has worked towards fighting 3 times a year, because why wouldn't he? He's making dumb amounts of money for doing it. And he is keeping a very active fan base because he's providing. He understands something that other people that have great opportunities to have big fan bases don't necessarily understand or necessarily don't appreciate. That fighting often helps you. Fight if you can get 3, if you are a big money dude and you can afford to get 3 fights in a year, that's 3 times that the boxing fans get to see you. And if it's in a mismatch or if it's a fight that you just know is going to be spectacular, a lot of times all the better because you look good in it. As long as you give them a good fight, a really tough fight here and there, maybe once a year, right? Preferably once a year. Twice a year would be great. Hey man, it's going to make you look good, right? To what matters, the people that are going to pay, because they're going to approve with the money that they spend on the tickets and the money that they spend on the pay-per-views. So I would suspect that the man wants to get back in the ring a third time this year. Why not? You got 15 million, 40 million, another 15 million. Why not hit him upside the head for that? Now, who will he fight? The question was asked about Isaac Cruz, and in a very predictable but yet extremely accurate answer, Leonard Ellerbe says Tank can fight whoever he wants to. He's the money man. He can fight whoever he wants to, and that's the truth. If Gervonta Davis wants to fight Devin Haney, he can get that fight if he wants it, right? And provided that Devin Haney, we're going to get to the rest, he could get it. However, what would he have to do to get it is the question we're going to address next. He can get a fight with Shakur Stevenson. The question is, what would he have to give up in order to get it? He can get a fight with Isaac Cruz. He can get a fight with, Edwin dos Santos, assuming Edwin dos Santos wasn't fighting, he can get Edwin de los Santos. He can get a fight with Frank Martin. He can fight anybody he wants, pretty much. But the question is, what does he have to do to get the fight? And that is where the question of when will he fight the guys like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez come into it? And what Leonard Ellerbe says is, I can guarantee you one thing, he's not taking no pay cut to do it. Right now, what would the pay cut be? The pay cut would be to pay those guys millions of dollars to fight Gervonta, when Gervonta is the one that is pulling in all the numbers. Now, they already make a lot of money. So what's the problem? Hey man, they're making $5-6 million or whatever they're actually making, $3-4 million. They're making $4 million a fight. They're not going to fight Gervonta for less than that. Well, right. So if they're not going to fight Gervonta for less, and Gervonta's definitely not going to fight them for less, then how are you going to make a fight when they don't sell? And Gervonta Davis can get the same amount of money or more fighting other people. It would be a situation where these guys have to get independent, or they have to find a way to create enough interest in their fights in and of itself to allow Gervonta Davis to make more money than usual fighting them. But not saying, okay, here, I'll absorb the money that you're getting paid off the budget at Top Rank, and the PBC and Gervonta Davis will eat that cost. If they eat that cost, there's that much less money to pay Gervonta. So what is they gonna have to do? In short, they're gonna have to get their weight up. They're just gonna have to get their weight up. But at least we know that Gervonta still actively wants to do it. They either have to get their weight up, or they're gonna have to make supreme sacrifices and take pay cuts to make the fight, because there is no budget over there at Top Rank high enough for those guys to start having 25% cuts of Bob Arum's budget. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.